So before we go get our Chromebooks for this, I'm going to explain what we're doing so we're not just sitting there with them. We know what we're doing. So we're going to go to a website. It's not on there. We're actually going to have to type it in. I know you guys talked about some of the links this morning and URLs this morning. But we can find it if we type it in the URL bar at the top. So I'm going to write it down on the board and then I'm going to type it in so you'll see what it looks like when we get there. When you're looking for it, you can look right up at the board and type in these exact words to get to it up in the search bar. I'll show you how to do it. So it's Bolster. And what's Bolster, everyone? Go. Miss Bolster's name. So that should be pretty easy.
Yep.
2015. What year is it, everybody?
2015.
Alright, that should be pretty easy. And then you're going to have a dot. There's no space, but I'm just going to go down here. You don't have to go down here. You're just going to type it all in a row, okay? Dot. Word. Press. .com. So that's the URL that you're typing in. You have a question?
Is there any spaces?
Nope, there's no spaces. I know I put it on 2 lines, but it's all just going to be 1 line going across the top. And I'll show you how to do that right now so that we'll all get on there. So it's going to be up here in this bar. Everyone see that bar up there?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Chromebooks, and that's where you type in Bolster 2015 dot. That's the period button, the dot.
Yep.
WordPress.com. Any questions about that address? Putting that in?
No.
Then you can hit the arrow or the enter, however you want to get to the website. So when it comes up, it might look like this. Earlier it looked a little bit different, so it might look a little bit different on different computers. As long as you can click the link that says WebQuest right there, you're going to be fine. What you're looking for is WebQuest. Because today we're doing a WebQuest. Does anyone have any idea what a WebQuest might be? Aiden?
That's where you go on webs.
Yep, you're going to go on the web. That's the internet. Hannah?
Maybe that you're going to search something up and find, like, information about
Right.
that.
We're going to find information on the web. And when you're doing it, you're going to go to a few different websites, right? Not just one website, because we have to find information all over the web. The websites are already here for you. You don't have to find the websites by yourself. The websites are already here. But you do have to click on WebQuest to get there. So everyone sees WebQuest right there, and you're going to click on it. And then you're going to have your steps. They're numbered. Do you see the numbers 1, 2, 3? You can scroll down on the side, and you're going to see a number 4. And you're going to have a worksheet. And look, the worksheet has the same numbers. So everyone see that? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
So for question number 1, you have to do number 1 on the board. You have to click on that link. And what does it say right here? Can anyone read that? It might be too small, but is there any volunteer who thinks they can read that to the class? Jaden, go ahead.
Community.
Yep, type community. What does it say next? Into
Into the search bar.
right, and then answer number 1 on your worksheet. So number 1 says define community. So you're going to click on that link. I'll show you how to do that. Yeah, and you guys know what a link is from this morning, right? It's going to take you to another website, a completely different website. And does everyone see where the search bar is?
Yeah.
This is a dictionary on the internet. And you're going to type in community and then define it on your worksheet. So how would I get back to where I was before? Instead of typing in that whole long address, we could do that again. But I don't want to do all of that again. Does anyone know how I can get back to the WebQuest page? Jameer?
There's these 2 arrows, and if
Yeah.
you press the one on the left, it'll get
You're right. It's the one on the left right
and
there.
it'll get you back where you were before.
Does everyone understand that?
Yeah.
The back arrow, and you might have to press it a few times after you do things. And it will bring you back. And then you're going to work on number 2. So each one's a little different. There's directions there and directions on there. The first one, like you saw, is a dictionary. The second one, you're going to see a map. And I'm going to show you one cool thing about the map that everyone might be confused about. You're going to have to answer some questions about the map on your worksheet. So the map's actually interactive, and you can click some different buttons. Looks like it's not going to work on here. It might, hopefully, will work on your Chromebooks. But I'll come around and help you with the map if you don't understand it, because there's actually a key. What's a map key, everyone? Hannah?
it's when you, there's like a little bar or just words and it says something like, oh, go over here, or west, east, north.
Well, that's the
and
compass
south.
rose, right? The west, east. What's the key to a map? Does anyone know? Desiree?
Your answer?
A key can be something for an answer, but if on a map, it's actually going to be a bunch of symbols or colors or something that's going to show you something about what's on the map. And you can actually click on the key and different things will pop up on the map. So you're going to have to use that feature. So if anyone has any questions about the second one, we'll talk about that. You have to answer some questions. The third one, you're not going to any website.
Yay.
On the third one, you're just going to look at this picture and answer some questions.
Yay.
And then on the fourth one, you are going to a website. When you get there, it will be a little word game. You can play the game. You can play one round of the game.
Aww.
And then you need to write down 3 words that you learned from the game on your worksheet. So all the directions are on the website and on the worksheets. Does that make sense to everyone? Any more questions? All right, so the first thing we're going to do is have supply people come up and do this. And then we'll get our Chromebooks, okay? Sounds good.